Okay, so left hand one now was kind of your hip movement we talked about before. Okay, you can almost see as you're moving the club back here now, the club's kind of moving back now, not really much torso twist, more kind of your right hip pulling away. So this is moving too much. Yes, it helps you complete the backswing and get a better backswing position than what you were before, but club now is working a little bit on the inside. So that's now going to encourage this path anyway. Okay, you get to the top of the backswing nicely. Full rotation in there is good, okay? But as you start coming back in the golf ball, now you're kind of sync with the lower half, the top half. Club's a bit too far behind, working here. You don't want to go in this direction, so you're still trying to swing it further right, and you get a bit of the old ducky hooky one kind of off to the left there, okay? So this feeling here now of the club going back a little bit more with the torso there. See the club face now kind of more in front of you, yeah? So the club's going back now a little bit more with the turning of your torso, and the hips are kind of just following there slightly, okay? Up the top, you're still completing your hip turn, so your backswing now is still long enough, okay? One of the things you're guilty of, as we said before, is your backswing getting to about here somewhere. And I think that probably stems more when you get a little bit angry, a bit frustrated at the results you're getting, and then you almost like try too hard, you grip it a bit too tight, then your tension restricts your movement. You don't want to go back too far. And I think the mindset sometimes comes in, oh, well, if I don't go back too far, it'll be less wrong. Yeah. So it's like, it's going badly, so if I just do less, it won't be so bad. But as we know, the more you turn your body, the better the swing's going to generally be. Then as you start swinging down now, this lead hip, as we said, is going to go backwards. That left leg now spinning out of the way is going to keep your posture, club back down nicely in front of you, and you can release that club through. Sort of starts on the left hand side. You can hit your fade, you can hit your draw without a lot of change with the swing, okay? What we don't want you to be doing is sort of having the swing get too short and you trying to sort of thrust your body at the golf ball. Your hips go at the ball, the lower half's not really moving, the body therefore stalls out, but that club's swinging almost 100 mile an hour, mate. So if the body stops and the club's going 100 mile an hour, flip hook, good night, yeah? It's going left behind you and a big old kind of like one of them. And the second you get a couple of them, that big hooky ones, if you hit one, okay, on hit, laugh it off, it's fine. If you hit 2, 3, 4, you're like, whoa, hang on a second, this is a pattern's emerging. Yeah. Then just try and stand there and think, right, okay, don't care where this ball goes, I'll get one of them. Just literally slice it as far right as you can. Get that body clearing out of the way and hold on to it. You won't even hit a bigger slice. What will end up happening is a little bit less of a draw. And then you do maybe 3 or 4 of them to try and get the ball kind of going this way. And once you start seeing a few miss down the right-hand side, you go, okay, I can now start going back to kind of releasing it normally, yeah? And it's finding that middle ground, yeah? I think the way you got to look at it is a hook for you is a very, very close club face to that path, yeah? The club face is really sharp. It's a snap hook type thing, yeah? There's a lot of right to left spin. So you've got to try and manipulate and control that club face with how your body's going to move and let your hands and torso clear faster than the club. Keep that club was too far behind, so you just block the crap out of it, yeah? I did a big cutty, slicey one, all right? Getting that sensation there with that hip there, with that left hip moving back and around, yeah? And that right shoulder does work, as you were doing there, nicely underneath. So you're looking down the line more that way as opposed to that way. If your left hip, when you hit the golf, if this left hip goes forward towards the golf ball too much, this right shoulder stays back and underneath, and you just hit the club coming way too far on the inside, yeah? And you can't clear your body. Yeah, the body then stalls, the club just going to keep going, flips them over. Okay, mate, make sense?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah.